Hey, yo, it's four young kings just sitting and chilling because we rather count money instead of your opinions. Hey, don't forget to follow us on the platforms. Instagram, your opinion on count underscore YODC. Twitter at Y underscore ODC. Facebook and YouTube is opinion on count. Make sure if you're going on YouTube, make sure you hit that subscribe button, notification bell. Give us that support. We appreciate y'all. It's your opinion on count.
Welcome back to another, I guess, chef detox. I don't know what you want to call it. Figure it out. Cooking expedition. Today, we're going to do a little piece of fried salmon, some fried asparagus, and a mango avocado salsa. So first, with your salmon, you want to get it all seasoned up. A little bit of salt, a little bit of pepper, same thing on the other side. Now with this side, with the skin, I like mine with the skin. You could do it without the skin, but with the skin you want to score it because then you gotta squeeze it up so you get a good cut in there, right? You want to score it. The reason being is when it's frying, you don't want it to tighten up, and it'll look kind of weird, like when the muscles all tighten up. So this helps to prevent that. So same thing on this side. A little bit of salt and black pepper. Now I do season this with other things, but I season it while I'm in the pan. Make sure you get some of your salt right there in the little grooves. Boom. There you go. As for the fish, fish is ready to go. Now, same thing you want to do with your asparagus. Have it washed off. This, a little bit of olive oil, a little bit of salt, a little bit of black pepper, and me for this, some garlic. Well, I got this garlic just for the fish. Put a little bit of chopped garlic. Put this right in there. Don't worry about it all not getting all rubbed into the asparagus, because it's going to get in there while you're cooking it. So let's hop over and let's get the asparagus cooking. So now we over here, we got the pan hot. We adding some olive oil. Let that heat up just a little bit. And as it's heating up, just stir around your asparagus a little bit. And then just toss it in. Now that the asparagus is done, just take it off the stove and set it to the side as you prepare the rest of your meal. Okay, now that the asparagus is done, we're gonna prepare the salsa for the salmon. Now, while I'm preparing the salsa, what you're gonna need some mango, avocado, ripe avocado, not overripe. You want it nice and firm. Some red onion, salt, pepper, lime. If you like a little bit of heat, you can put in some red pepper flakes or cayenne pepper. That's up to you. But also, while I'm doing this, so you got the mango, onions, avocado. What I want to talk to you about is believing what you see on social media. Every day, we see things pop up on social media, and we tend to just believe what we see rather than doing our own research. And I think that what we need to do as a people is take a look at what is being reported, what people are saying, and do your own research. At a point in time, we could have relied on the news to give us the truth, but we can't do that anymore, because everybody have their own bias, be it Republican, Democrat, conservative, liberal, whatever you want to call it. But I believe majority of the people in the country or whatever country you're in, kind of fall somewhere in the middle, whereas you may have some beliefs that are one way or the other, and majority of us are one topic voters. You know, that there's one thing that falls into the beliefs of either side that we tend to believe strongly, and that's the one we'll fight for. The other ones are, you know, they fall in the background. If you happen to have a conversation about it, you'll voice your piece, but there's a side in which you stand up for. And so with that, when any type of news comes about, I think we should just look at the information, try to look at it as rationally as possible. And if somebody decides to voice an opinion that is different than yours, don't just bash them for it just because they're different than you. I mean, so many people throughout history, so many groups of people, be it black, you know, Irish at a point, the Jews, and that's just recent history. You know, women that they've all had, because of what they were, that there was this view put upon them, and they were subjugated to these views. So in the same way, when something comes out, shouldn't we, because of all of this being perpetrated to these people, if you fell into one of those groups, shouldn't we as a people decide to say, you know what, we're going to, rather than perpetuate the cycle, let me take a look at this particular subject that's going on, and instead of me just share whatever it is I see, and just because it hits a nerve with me and I believe in, I think whatever the title of whatever it is I'm sharing, be it a meme or a headline post from a news article, that because I believe with it I should just share it. No, how about we go read the article, do the due diligence, and look at the research behind it. And if you don't want to do that, just not share it. Just not push something just because it tends to line up with your view, to say, let me just push this because this is what I believe, when the same thing you're pushing could be completely wrong. And that goes for all sides. And so I think let's just take time to do our due diligence. So with that being said, back to food. So we got the mango, avocado, and onions, right? A bit of salt and black pepper. I like pink Himalayan salt, you know, because the pinkness comes from the minerals in it. A lot of iron is in it. So that's what I like. So you got that ready. Got some chopped up cilantro. Right, that's enough. And now some lime juice. Right. I cut them into smaller slices because I could get more juice out of it. Cutting it into half, you tend to lose a little bit of the juice unless you have like an actual juicer. So this I use half a lime so far. Gotta taste it first. Let's see. Oh yeah. Now that's good, it's ready to go. Now we're gonna get on to cooking the salmon. So as we go on to cook the salmon, right? Remember this piece of garlic I had? Now what you wanna do with this, just take your knife, push it down. You wanna get it all smushed. Now I'm gonna use it right now, but you're gonna see what we're gonna do with it as we cook the salmon. Now, just as with the asparagus, you put in some olive oil, get it heated up. Now you wanna take the salmon and place it in skin side down, going away from you, so it don't splatter up and hit you. Hold that around and let the bottom side of that get a little bit crispy. So as this is cooking and getting crispy, you'll start to see the color of the salmon change at the bottom around the edge. And as it starts to change, then you're going to want to flip it. Don't worry, we're gonna flip it over again. And see how you got that nice little crisp on the back there? If that's what you want. As I say, you could see the color of the salmon changing, and that's what you want. So now, this is when, remember I said about the garlic? What I'm gonna want to do, before I put the garlic in, I want to put butter in. Because, hey, butter makes everything taste better. Let that butter melt down. And as that's melting down, this is where you put in the garlic. So the garlic gets to cook inside the butter. I like rosemary and thyme. Put that in there as well. And so as that cooks in the butter going to take on the flavor of those and impart it into the fish. So now, once that's there, you flip it back over. You got the nice, beautiful look on the salmon. Now what you're going to want to do put your leaves and garlic sitting right on top. And then bake. So now the salmon is all done, asparagus done, salsa done. It's time for plating, time to eat, right? So take your asparagus, lay it down on the plate. Now, you don't really have to plate it. Plate it up, make it look all nice. But you know how they say you want to do it for TV, right? But before you do that, with your fish, gotta add a little bit of lime or lemon. Just a little couple drops. And now, add that onto the plate. And finish it off with the salsa. Now, obviously, it's about how much you want. I like a nice healthy serving of salsa. And there you have it. Nice healthy meal. Don't take long to do. You can do it in about 30 minutes if you have all the ingredients already. But hope you guys enjoyed it. Share it, like it, subscribe to the channel, and we'll see you on the next one.